See no more.
Alright. Yo, it's your boy Wayne, man, back with another episode of Saynomopodcast, man. I'm sitting here with my boy Rico, man. We got a guest in the building, man. You know what I mean? Coming from straight out of St. Paul. Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, straight out of St. Paul, man. We got Bentley Coupe in the building, man. Up-and-coming rapper, man. Doing this thing, man. So, you know, we fuck with his style. You know what I mean? We gonna tag you in all this shit so y'all get to know him a little bit. But, you know, y'all gotta show love and rep this kid right now. He's coming from St. Paul, so, you know, show love. Show love on that. But I'm gonna get right into it, bro. Where'd you, like, grow up at in St. Paul? Like, where you from?
Shit, I first, when I was born, we was staying over, like, off of Maryland type shit. Like, around there. My street was Matilda. And then I moved up Lexington in Roseville.
Roseville, okay.
About, like, when I was, like, I don't even know, like a couple years after my little brother was born, type shit. And then I went to middle school and high school in Roseville for like, half of high school I got expelled and some more shit.
Oh, pause. We gotta get into this. What'd you do to get expelled, bro? Was you a bad kid?
I just got caught. I got caught. I got snitched on. I didn't get caught. I don't like getting saying I got caught. I got snitched on for selling some weed in school type shit.
And they expelled
somebody.
Hell yeah, they expelled me.
Oh yeah, what you went to Roseville area high?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talking that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, motherfucker think Roseville ain't like that, but shit, my freshman year, half the east side was at Roseville.
I know.
Lil Ant went to Roseville for a little bit, and then he went to the alternative school. And
y'all all got kicked out, didn't you?
Yeah. Shit, my homie Black went there. Shit, fucking Yusuf, like, Buzzy.
Oh yeah, shout out to Buzzy. I know Buzzy.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
DJ little brother. Shout out to Buzzy, bro.
All them went to Roseville and shit, my boys.
That's what's up. So, like, what made you kind of want to pick up the mic, you know what I mean, growing up? You know what I mean? Because, like, music, rap is different, you know what I mean? And, like, with you, when I listen to you, it sound like you, like, been listening to music. It don't sound like you just picked this shit up, like, oh, yeah, I'm about to try. I saw somebody doing this, I'm going to try it. It seems like you listen to music.
Yeah,
so, like...
That's exactly what it is. I love music my whole life. Like, my mom was in bands and shit. Like, so I was always, like, going to her little gigs and shit. And just being around music. And then I got into rap probably, like, my 3rd, 4th grade year. And shit, like all my friends, like I went to Crossroads, if y'all know where that is.
I know where that is, over there off front, right?
Mm-hmm. Yup. So like all my like that's like an inner city school for the most part. So I didn't really have many white friends growing up. You just like most of them was like Hmong, you know, Latino, Black, all that shit. I probably had like a handful of white friends growing up.
Shout out to the St. Paul being diverse, because that's a fucking fact. That's a fact. Like, we, like, low-key one of the most diverse cities in America. Like, that's a fact. So, yeah, shout out to that.
Yeah, growing up like that, like, I never saw color type shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm really just, you know, hanging out with my friends type shit. I got put onto that shit. And I just fell in love. I fell in love with Wayne first, and just the way he could play with his words and just all the metaphors and shit. Even though some people would say, like, that's kind of basic, it's more just, like, surface shit. I don't know. He was crazy. Man,
I respect you for saying that, man. Wayne is, I don't know how old you is, man, but I'm 27. Everybody my age, Wayne is God. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to this rap shit, like, Wayne, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a whole fan, but Wayne, he opened up a different lane of bars for us. Like, when he dropped No Ceilings, come on, man, y'all know what that did.
I'm 19.
Oh, see, so you just kind of was on shit younger. Did you have like an older brother that was putting you on to that, or an older person that was kind of, or you just find it on your own?
Shit, really, it's probably like my one of my closest homies, Nick. Like growing up, I was stayed at his house a lot, and then his dad just bumping all type of rap music and shit.
Shout out to the old heads, man, for real. Yeah, shout out to the old heads passing down this shit.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick.
That's crazy. So like, when you make your music and shit, when you first started it, was it more like you was just making it for the love for it, or like did you expect to get the reaction you got? Because I feel like, man, you got like a lot of views, and like I remember I was reading your post you posted, you was like in like 4 or 5 months you got that amount of views. I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? There's motherfuckers paying for views out here. There's motherfuckers that got famous cosigns. They got everything. So it's like, how you feel about that? Like, reaching that level, did that shit surprise you, or did you kind of expect it?
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, I had no expectations when I started this shit. But then I got that Quinn feature. I knew that was gonna change everything.
We was playing, that shit's nice.
Hell yeah, like, and then I don't know. That shit was. I feel like that shit was just lucky. I just hit bro in the DMs. He just
hit you right back type shit.
Happened to reply type shit. You know what I mean?
That's the strength and the love out of it, man. Shout out to social media, man.
Social media. I was about to say that shit. That shit.
How is social media you think helps your career like so far?
Shit, I feel like that's made my career so far.
Right.
Like that's the thing. Like I feel like there's so many good artists out there. You just got to get seen.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I mean, just the fact that I'm white probably be raising some eyebrows too. You know what I mean?
Some haters out there, you know, it's people there's some gatekeepers, little fake ass gatekeepers trying to hate.
Shit, it is what it is. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to be a good artist at the end of the day. And then once I like started getting out there and getting the encouragement, it pushed me to be better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with that. So social media definitely.
Yeah, that shit does a lot, man. Cause I was actually looking at that shit the other day. One of my little young guys I know, he was telling me how social media brought back Sada Baby's career, and I'm like, man, I was arguing. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. No, he didn't. And he broke it down. Like he went to YouTube, showed me the analytics, and I'm like, yo, his views definitely went up after this TikTok video went viral. That's why I'm like, holy shit, maybe he's right type shit. So that's just shows you, because before it's like you had to chase some down motherfucking promoters. You had to bust your ass to, you know what I mean? You had to do all types of crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't even know how it was back then, but like I be hearing stories like people that be in it now. It's like it's way harder to maintain a career back then, because you were like you didn't see no progression. You didn't see view counts and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just like gave your mixtape out and
exactly
hope the motherfucker heard it type shit.
And it was a lot more leg work. You know,
yeah,
like right now you can sit on the computer.
Yeah, exactly.
And do your thing, DM a couple niggas like you said.
Like, now I ain't
even
other than like doing shit like this
right.
and networking and shit like, and I feel like that's the difference between me and other motherfuckers too, because I went out to Texas to link up with Quinn and shoot that video. You know what I mean?
Dedication right there.
Yeah, I shit, that was all me and my homie. I shout out my homie Blake G. We just took our dude's Hellcat and drove that bitch down.
Y'all drove that shit from Minnesota to
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. How long did it take y'all?
That shit, we did it straight, 17 hours.
Oh shit, y'all wasn't playing no games, man. Shout out to the dedication. All you up and coming artists, if y'all want to look at the grind, that's the grind. The man went down to shoot the video. You know what I mean?
If y'all know who GMGB Dato is, he from Jersey. He blew up like some years ago. Like he got an old song that had like 8 mil or whatever, right? So like he got some decent numbers, but the thing is, like, I hit him and Quinn off the strength that I was fucking with them before I ever made music.
Right.
So I'm damn near just like a fan, just enjoying the fact that I can go make some music with people I used to like look up to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, and then I just drove out to Jersey, did the same thing with my homie, with Dato. We locked in. I mean, he not as like big as Quinn, but he got some shit.
He still got a fan base.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
got a fan base.
Yeah,
for
right.
Sure. And it's a different part of the map. You know
exactly.
What I mean? I never even been to the East Coast. Then we went to New York and shit. Just the whole experience.
How was that? I was gonna say, how was that feeling for you, man?
Man, New York feels like a movie. I don't even know. Like, as soon as we got into the city, like off of the bridge, because we drove from Jersey to New York type shit, and we went through this tunnel, and it just came up to the city. It like, I don't even know. It looked fake as hell.
He was like, I know my man's here. You know what I mean? He got family in New York. He's in New York all the time and shit. So I know he said the same shit. Where it's like, this is like a real life movie when you get out this bitch. Like Spider-Man might come around.
Exactly. Like, we driving right through Times Square type shit, and I see these big. I'm just looking up, like all these big ass buildings. Like this shit look like, if y'all ever been to fucking Universal Studios or some shit, there's this motherfucking. Like they make the fake city type shit.
It looks
like a fake
that shit's crazy. Whole time I was looking at that shit, it was like 4 niggas getting mugged too. That's how you know New York ain't nothing to fuck with, man.
Big ass rats,
big ass rats running by.
I mean, shit. We went out there. We drove. We tried to hit most of the boroughs type shit. We stopped in Harlem. It was just me and the cameraman type shit. We hopped out on. Asked these dudes that got out the barbershop if they had some za. We instantly just found some shit.
Instantly, right away.
Hell yeah.
They wasn't playing at all. They was like, yup, right here, right away.
My mama quick as hell.
So that shit.
And that shit, I networked with them. Turned out dude that gave us the shit, make music too. So
more networking.
Yeah, I'm just tap in with, get a little feature with him for his people's gonna listen to my shit. You know what I mean?
Sound like
I do it.
It sound like you doing it right, and it sound like you a workaholic. So like, since you know, I mean, you kind of said like those 2 dudes that you worked with. If you got, is there any artists that you want to work with? That's like in this first artist in the city, and then industry artists that you want to work with. I hit you with a double question.
Shit, in the city, like I don't know. I've been working with a bunch of cold ass artists. I gotta get.
Shit ain't out yet, or is it out?
I got some shit with Suavo out.
Okay.
I got some shit with NFG, Mark. You know Mark. I got some shit with him out. But like, shit, I'm homies like Lil Jarv. We've been talking about making some music. Cocaine Kari, we talked about making some music. I'm trying to think who else. I don't know, probably just Young Gravy off the strength, 2 white boys.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. Own that shit, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it is. That's why, like, that's kind of why I fuck with you already, because you came in already. Like, I know I'm this. Like, you are a product of your environment, and people got to change their fucking brain. Like, if you go around motherfuckers, you're gonna be like, you know what I mean? You can't just be like, and that's why, like, I got a problem with people that do that type of shit, because whole time they do that, they'll be letting a cornball dude that black get a pass. Like, why the fuck this nigga get a pass? Hell no, he's a cornball. He don't sell drugs. He don't do none of that shit. So that's why I feel some type of, that's why I always, like, I respect people and being who the fuck they are and not letting nobody, you know what I mean, do them. Because it seems like you was like the most one that can really rap out of all your core friends, and they fucking supported you. And they was like, man, hell yeah, do that shit. That's how you supposed to do it. So shout out to you and your camp for that, because, you know, we gotta embrace being yourself, man. It's 2021 now. I almost said 2020. That's how fucked up that shit was, yo.
Man, let's do it again.
Yeah, right. We do it, right. Speaking of that, how did 2020 impact you as far as like music? Did that shit like fuck you up in a way? Did it give you like some extra motivation, or was that shit kind of like a blurry year for you?
I mean, really, that's kind of like when I started taking off. I mean, near the end of 2021, really. I mean, 2020.
Yeah, see, you got me too, yo.
But like, cause I think I dropped my album earlier 2020, like in the summer type shit, and then November is when I got the feature with Quinn. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's really where my career started.
Yep, and it's funny that you say that, because I remember like we had an episode with one of the guys like two episodes ago, and we were just kind of talking about what COVID did for some people, and like don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to come at the old folks, but a lot of the younger people I know that really are just like have like different mindsets, like they're not finna let this determine. It seemed like they all found out what the fuck they wanted to do, and they executed that shit. So it just sounds like that just adds more to that.
It put people in the house, and like we said, like you gotta network. So I mean, it's just more time to do that type of shit. Facts. I mean, I think that's why I got the Quinn features. Like, he not doing shows at the time. Mm-hmm. He probably just doing features and shit. Easier,
and it's probably just easier to get everybody's attention. When people's out doing shows, they moving, they got 1,000 things going on. When you literally in the house, you can't be like, you didn't see my message. Like, come on, man, just tell me you don't want to work. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time. Just say that. It's no beef.
Shit. To be honest, I was talking to T Grizz too.
Oh, word?
He told me 10 racks for a 12-bar feat. And I just gotta get that bag. I feel like that's worth it.
I was just looking at that, because I know a lot of people be like, I'll never pay that, but I'm like, it's T Grizzly, and it's like T Grizzly, that's getting 1 million every time he drops something. Every time he's on something, it's getting at least 1 million views. Yeah, so it's like, and that's another thing. Youngins, you gotta pay to play. Yeah. You know what I mean? He 19, clearly he know.
Shit, I got lucky. Quinn only charged me a rack. And I don't think he's doing that for too many.
He probably not doing that.
Video for free?
He did another rack for the video.
Okay, for the video.
So that's still not bad though.
That's still not bad though, yeah, at all. And honestly, it just shows you that there's a relationship over money aspect. You know what I mean? Like the money mattered, but the relationship meant more. He's like, you know what? That's my man. I'll charge you this, but you know what I mean?
I just approached him on some like music shit. Like, I just sent him a snippet of my first video. He hearted that bitch. Like, so obviously he fucked with it.
Clearly, right.
And just said a rack. And then I got one. We did it, and then I'm like, fuck it, I need another one. Mm-hmm. And we did the second one. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come out there, we'll shoot both the videos.
You'll knock that shit out all the way. And I know you networked with like different, I'm assuming you networked with like different artists out there, right?
Yeah, I probably tapped in with like 3 other artists out there. In like Texas and Dallas area type shit, because they kind of like be fucking with each other. That's real. I tried to tap in with Lil Tuzi, if you know what that is.
Just listening.
That was just dog we was just listening to. Right?
I mean, Quinn like bridged us, and Tuzi told me 5 racks, but I don't think right now he were compared to Quinn. I'd rather get 5 Quinn verses. Yeah. And I locked in with Quinn to the point where he said I can get a verse for a rack anytime I need one.
Anytime you need one, yeah. Why pay 5 rack if I can get the other 5 and get one with T Grizzly, which I know is gonna pop off. Like.
And then Quinn even does bigger numbers than Lil Tuzi.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh, and honestly, Quinn fucked a lot of rappers up, because like when I go reach out to a bigger rapper for a feature and shit, I compare it to like, if you're not doing bigger than Quinn, I ain't paying more than a rack for you.
That's real, man. That kind of made like a scale for you. Like you know what? This is my worth right here. This is like I'm not going beneath that. That makes sense, man. Like it's like a real healthy boundary you just created for yourself when you do that shit.
But then there is different levels to this shit because I hit up YNJ and he's like hot right now. He's not doing more numbers every time as Quinn. But he's like got a more consistent buzz or some shit at the moment. Okay. So I was like considering that. He told me 3, and that wasn't bad. It's just the timing wasn't working out. He told me to go out to LA and link with him, and at that moment I just couldn't do it.
Just the timing didn't match up the way it should.
Yeah. He was like, I'm doing features in LA right now. Like when I hit him out, he like come downtown. I'm like, I'm in Minnesota, G.
Right.
He thought I was in LA.
He thought he was already there type shit. Damn, see, at least he was ready though. That shows you like he wasn't playing no games. And the fact he told you to come down there that fast, he clearly was serious about you and shit. Might have to make that move to LA one time and just chill there for a little bit on standby.
I've never been to Cali on some music shit. Like my dad from Cali, so we'll go to San Diego type shit.
Oh, okay.
I've only been to LA one time. But I never been there on some like music shit. I know that's where it's at. Like that, like Atlanta. And like places like that, so I haven't done that type of shit yet, where I've like done a show or something like that and just networked.
You ain't do no show yet?
I've done one show at Halos. I mean, I did like a little thing at Red Sea like a year ago, but before I was like really even.
It's not the same. It's a whole different version.
I had like 4 people in front of me and shit.
Oh, okay. Say no more. I mean, shit. That's how it starts, man. But he said not no more.
Yeah, the one at Halos was busting though, and Fridley. Yeah,
was it?
It was decently. I got that bitch turned.
See, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's like some future industry artists that you would want to work with? I know you said T Grizzly a little bit. Yeah. Is there any that you like on some far-fetched shit? Like who would like?
I mean, obviously Wayne.
That's real. So you still will make because everybody trying to jump off the Wayne wagon, man. I know he hurts me too when he puts out some of that shit. And I'm saying, come on, bro.
I mean,
fuck you doing,
the
Wayne?
The amount of music he makes, you can't expect everyone to be a hit though.
That's true.
You gotta respect the work ethic at least at that point.
I mean, yeah, you can't just, and that's one thing with hip hop's the only culture that does that with our artists.
And he just tries to be so creative that it hurts them.
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
I think that's what it is.
I'll be honest.
He be really trying to get out the box with it.
That nigga Lil Wayne talked about bitches sucking dick 90 million different ways. I don't even think there's that many ways to do it. But
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that one.
I did not think about that shit. Like that nigga be saying shit. I'll be like,
Well, that F done stood for so many different things.
The F is. You might as well give him the F. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he owns that. So Wayne,
different, bro.
What type of
And like, I mean, if we being real, everybody's a fucking Wayne clone.
Everybody! Lil. If your name is Lil, you owe Wayne 10%.
You got colorful dreads.
You owe Wayne 5%.
You got face tag. Like that was
facts. That's all Wayne. And then I remember when Wayne did it, everybody called him crazy. But like when it fucked me up because I'm like, when we was younger, Wayne was doing that, it was like normal shit. The shit that fucked us up kind of is when he made the rock album. Yeah. That's when we was like, nah. When he made Prom Queen, I was like, bro, what?
But it's like, you damn near gotta respect that he's trying to get in another lane.
And that's what made him like him more because remember he did that one and then he dropped the whole rock album. Remember he did a couple rock songs, then he did the what's that song? That She's on Fire. Yeah. He remixed when he did all that. That's when I'm like, dog, when he did that, that's when I started respecting it. Cause I'm like, yo, this motherfucker really is like a real artist. Like Wayne damn near bigger than the rapper. But then Birdman happened, man. You know when money is not there, that shit fucks you up.
I was like, when I was doing this little interview with my homie, he asked me like, how do you expect to be keep longevity? And that's the thing, like, you can't.
It's crazy. I was gonna ask you that.
You can't be boxed in at like, you can't just be a rapper damn near. Like, if you really want to make music for the rest of your life, you gotta do some other shit.
No matter what.
Yeah, even if that's just like making beats.
Right.
So what type of other shit like could you see yourself doing other than rap?
Shit, that's a good question. Cause honestly, like I just got into this music shit, so I really. Like rapping to me right now is still just like
main priority.
Right, just yeah, it's my main priority for sure. Cause I don't know how to make beats. I don't even know how to record myself yet. Like I really haven't like explored all that other shit yet.
So you want to critique rap, and then once you critique that shit some more, master that shit, then you'll start looking.
Cause I feel like I'm gonna have my foot in the door in like the creative industry and the music industry. You know what I mean?
You see yourself like being an actor?
Shit, I could do that. Yeah, I feel like
yeah, man. It's
I could see you with somebody different. You know.
Nah, bro, you definitely have character. No, you have character. You have character. I'll give you that. I be talking to a lot of rappers and shit, bro. They come on here. bro, it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, you got character, so when you say it's different lanes to it, I believe you, and I see you can do that shit, because that's what it's all about. It's all about having confidence, and I feel like that's not your problem at all. You know what I mean?
He could have played Tariq's homie. Another version though, you feel me?
I was gonna say, dude was kind of preppy. You don't think bro preppy like that,
I think he would've, that shit would've been cold though.
But going off that, talking about Wayne and like the new clones, let's talk about just the whole new era of rap right now. How do you feel about the current mainstream of rap? Do you fuck with it as a whole, or do you think it's kind of, is it not more your style?
Yeah, honestly, I don't listen to too many people.
That's real.
I kind of
listen to the older shit, basically. Like,
nah, I don't know. I just got my select few that I fuck with. I guess.
That's how I am too. Hell yeah.
I just I really like lyrical shit, but like not like J. Cole.
I was just about to say not J. Cole lyrical.
Like I fuck with that shit.
I know what you mean.
But I just like that shit just hard. You know what I
mean?
I mean that's the shit I make. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm emulating that shit. But like my favorite like artists are like Montana 300, like Cash Kid.
I fuck with Cash.
So you like gangster shit?
Fuck with Detroit. I fuck with
metaphors that make you kind of with wordplay in it, to make you think about it a little bit.
Yeah,
that's real.
Hell yeah, I like that shit. Like Lil Tuzi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that shit.
Yeah, we was listening to him. I was like, this nigga's hard, because that was actually my first time I heard him.
Oh, really?
We was listening to your shit, and then
he started playing right after that.
Yeah, because they fuck with each other. Him and Quinn fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I tried to like lock that in. I was trying to see if like he was gonna give a similar price to Quinn type shit, because I'm thinking he was gonna think they on the same level, but I don't know. I ain't gonna knock him for charging.
So yeah, touching back on the you was talking about J. Cole being like, you know what I mean, like you said Cash Kid, you said you like Cash Kid, you said Montana 300.
Yeah. You
fuck with 600 Breezy 600. What the fuck is that nigga name?
Yeah, I listen to a few of his. I don't really like the sound as much, you know what I mean?
He always look angry. Like he be like, that dude be looking like he a serial killer at times. I'll be like, bro, whole time he probably ain't hurt shit, man. But you know what I mean? Shout out to him. Anyway, when you look at like the message your music makes, are you more making it for like people to like, you want people to think when they listen to your shit, or you just want them just to feel that shit?
Kind of both.
Both.
I'll be making other different songs after like main top, like the shit I usually make. I be trying to like branch out and be making some more like shit that I really want you to think type shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just be making some shit that you just gonna feel turn up to.
Alright,
so I be trying to make different type of shit.
And honestly, yeah, I mean shit, you 19, man, so this is like kinda like, you know, the shit that you supposed to be making. Let's be honest, like you make people rap about, you know what I mean? Like I ain't never seen 50 Cent rapping like KRS-One or no shit like that. Like Wayne wasn't rapping like, you know what I mean? So I get all that shit.
Yeah, somebody else was breaking that down to me. Like you got more experiences to be had. Like your music's gonna grow with you type shit. And I'm like, hell yeah. And I was thinking about that shit. I'm like, it's like I be like kind of running out of shit to talk about, you know what I mean? Cause I be trying to make like songs, cause I feel like people don't make songs about topics no more nowadays.
At all. Remember music videos when they mattered?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like when you say that shit, I literally would just thought of like a song. You had to see the music video to fully get the song. You'd be like, what? Like imagine, remember the Usher song, you remind me of that shit? Nigga, that video makes perfect sense when you watch the song makes way more sense when you watch the video. Yeah. Like he's talking about a broad that looks like all his other bitches and shit, and them bitches look all alike. Like that's why it's like the power of, like you said, concepts and visuals, man.
That's why like Von turned it up when he did the stories and shit.
Man, shout out to Von, man. R.I.P. Von. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those late fans. Yeah, y'all like, core fans could call me late. I don't give a fuck, man. That nigga's cold.
Y'all core fans.
Oh, they could, man, because when people die, sometimes it makes me want to pay attention to them.
Yeah, people be like, you weren't there.
I don't care. Exactly. I want to pay attention.
If I was there now, I'm there now.
And I'll be honest, I respect Dog more for, me personally, I don't think he was lying in his raps.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I did mad research, you know what I mean? I'm like a fake journalist and shit. I do mad research and shit. You know what I mean?
That boy was not good.
It's mad, it's too many people, you know what I mean? The thing about Chicago that scared me, that's OC, and when I say scared, like, these motherfuckers tweet that shit right after.
Hell yeah. Like they dead ass.
2012 and 13,
they was
tweeting that shit after.
You watching the YouTube videos?
Yeah, I seen all them. I was watching them shit. I'm like, And then I did like other research, and I'm like, yo, this shit's real.
we just put homie in the wood like 2 hours.
Literally, they'll tweet that shit. You look up.
That's what the niggas here see. The young niggas here see, and they try to emulate that shit, and that shit is not cool.
It's not cool, but like,
but it's real though.
And it's not only that, like, cause I'm with you, but we got to think, bro. We 6 hours away. That shit's right there.
Yeah, right in our backyard.
Like, I remember this one time, I swear to God, I remember this girl was on Facebook. It was like years ago. She was talking, saying some shit, smoking hookah, some shit. A motherfucker actually knew this dude and was on her ass.
Yeah.
Like, this is before, it's fucked up. Dirk made that shit go viral.
Yeah,
like,
people be saying that shit, don't even know what it means.
Bro, I be telling them, I
think it's like smoking gas.
Man, I'm like, nah, stop doing that, man. That's why I don't get involved. I don't say that. Like, when them songs come on, I don't say that part. I like, if I'm gonna, I don't. Fourth time. Yeah, shit. Fuck it. Oh. And you was saying you had they basically you went to the online school and they gave you like the half credit type shit.
Yeah. And then so after that, I could have like went to a different school and like finish out high school and been able to hoop type shit, or go back to Roseville and just graduate early.
Right.
So I went back to Roseville, finished school early and did like PSEO, if you know what that is. I went to college classes for the rest of the year type shit instead of just like getting my diploma.
So like if you didn't rap, where would you do yourself?
So,
somebody's pretty booked.
This was like when I was finishing school and shit. I was just still on a hustling shit, getting to the money, and then like I wanted to take a year because I finished school at 17. Like I got a late birthday type shit. My birthday in late August. So I finished I graduated at 17, and then I was like, let me take a year off and like get my money right, get situated, because like I got kicked out the crib and shit. And, like my mom wasn't fucking with that. I was selling weed and shit, so kicked me out the crib.
Most parents hate that.
Yeah. But like I was like, I didn't like asking other people for shit, so I wanted to get it on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect that too. You know what I mean? I respect that. I understand. Yeah.
Bro. So then was living with a homie for the rest of like when I was finishing school and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna take this year off and get situated, and then that's why I started making music. I was just doing shit for fun, and then started taking off. Like I was thinking about going to school and like getting into cultivation and learning how to grow weed, shit like that. Bro, that's what I was thinking.
This type of shit. This dude be trying to talk about. This dude be thinking the same type of way. Like you always thinking of. You know what I mean?
Shit, and if I get this bag off of music and shit, then I'm gonna definitely invest that into the same shit. I'm like, just grow a business, just start businesses and shit. I'm gonna be on some business, man. Shit, that's for sure.
So, I mean, you get in the right game, man. You got, you know what I mean? Because you already got everything. You got most things, you know what I mean, that comes as far as rapping. You know what I mean? You still got to learn. We all got to learn. Nobody has it overnight. But you know what I mean? Delivery is something that you can't teach.
Hell yeah.
You either got the delivery or you don't. So you got that. You already got the business mind. So, already sounds like you can monetize and make some bread off yourself. So just keep on doing that shit, man. For real. So like, what's like some main goals you set for yourself going forward as far as like this year?
Shit.
Like what can the people expect from Bentley Coupe coming this year, man? What you gonna get of people, man?
Shit, I got that feature with Dato coming up. So like I feel like that might do some numbers. Like he coming back type shit. So he's been doing some decent numbers lately. But I'll probably get a project out to y'all with a bunch of like features from around the area and shit to like really show. I feel like because I got a lot of eyes on me after that Quinn shit, so like I want to bring the attention to Minnesota as a whole type shit.
Man, that's all I like to hear. That's real shit.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of talent out here. Like my boy Jakari, my boy Suavo, my boy NFG, my boy Jarv. Like there's some way more names I'm not thinking of.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of. I was just telling him this.
I'm like, just people like
a lot of artists
around my age type shit. Like
and like them is all. They all St. Paul though. Are they Minneapolis? Are they just kind of everywhere?
Jar like Minneapolis type shit. Suavo like.
But yeah.
And
all the reason I said that. Yeah. And the only reason I said that because I'm like they're everywhere. It's like there's a Minneapolis. Local brand.
Yeah. Both of these local.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to let me tap in with let me know what that shit is. I definitely I'm supporting all locals, man. Even this shit right now, I didn't wear my shit the whole episode, man. Let me shout out my boy Glenn, man. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Yo, I don't trust my iPhone. I think Siri the Fed. Yo, shout out to Cooperative Control, man. Wake your bag up, man. You know what I mean? Wake your bag up.
Yeah, shout out to New Muse. Shout out to NBM.
All right.
Money.
All right, man. We wrapping it up, man. I want to, all right, man. We wrapping it up, man. I just want to say shout out to Bentley Coupe for coming through and topping it up with us, man.
So love.
Shit, man. All right, man, we closing it up, man. Shout out to Bentley Coupe coming here and chopping it up with us, man.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Straight out of St. Paul. We're going to continue to show y'all what's going on with him. You know what I mean? I'm going to post the shit. I'll fuck with you, bro. You say if I'm going to post the shit on my page and shit. So, new shit, you're going to see me posting that shit from this guy, man. So, tune in, man.
Where can they find you at?
Shit, I'm on all platforms.
Put it on the screen, too.
I'm on all platforms musically. Shit, my IG, Bentley Coupe _4. Facebook, Jack Bentley. And shit, yeah, that's about it.
See no more.